Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This video is going to be so fast you're not going to believe me, ladies and gentlemen. But I couldn't help you. I wasn't going to do any video today. I'm tired. Tomorrow's another day of work, so I wasn't. But I feel compelled to do this because remember, evil never sleeps. Me and you do. In fact, the whole world is spiritually asleep, and that's why most of humanity will be destroyed very, very soon. Now, this is not this is not baiting. This is not fear bait. I don't play that. I don't come here to play. Okay? I don't even come here to tell you to ask you to please subscribe to my channel. I just want you to hear me out. And once you hear me out, and you actually by doing your own analysis and studies, despite of your belief, keep an open mind. You'll be able to get to go to the crossroads of truth, ladies and gentlemen, because truth will set you free. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just tell you, humanity has lost. When a creation destroys its own, humanity is living, that creation doesn't deserve to live. And humanity is right now is living on borrowed time, ladies and gentlemen, and I kid you not. Do you take a look at what the Massachusetts legislator or the politicians did there? Not only did they pass a law that will give the right to women to kill the baby even up to 9 months, but they also put up what is known as Moloch, okay, whom people used to sacrifice to. It is the most abominable pagan gods that the Asians used to worship, and the humanity is still worshiping more than ever. But here's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. See, the devil, Satan, doesn't like when people expose them, whether you are in the good side or on the right side, what you do on the good side or the right side. He doesn't like it, and these people are obviously exposing him. So now these politicians who do not know what they just done have given themselves to the devil's will. He can do whatever he wants with them. They just give themselves to the devil, and the devil can, do whatever they want. It's in their hands. That's how the heavenly family works. When you worship the devil, and when you, by any means, and believe me, there are endless means. I mean, from the religious establishment, from believing in the lie of the scientific community and the medicine community, ladies and gentlemen, we have all lived the lie. Even when we realize that we've been lied to, we still follow. There's some people that still defend Dr. Fauci. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please believe me when I tell you, this man knows too much. So because of that reason, he's not going to be found guilty. I told you. And what you saw in Congress, where he actually took the fifth 111 times, ladies and gentlemen, that's when you know that you lied to the people. That's when you know that you are a Jesuit, that you hate humanity. Remember, he was the one that came. He was a significant character in the AIDS virus. Okay, he himself said it in a video. I'm going to try to find it for you. But anyway, here's what I'm going to tell you. America is at the crossroads of the evil one. Remember, America is the second beast mentioned in the Bible. whether you want to believe it or not. Whether you understand that or not, it is coming. And America will be destroyed. Well, you see the signs everywhere. America is being set up for self-destruction. Okay? Okay? Because it is being destroyed from within. It has been invaded. An invasion has been, ever since America came to existence. In fact, look what happened in 1913. America was robbed. With the creation of the IRS, which is basically a mafia that lies to you, and then the Federal Reserve. The IRS was created, I believe, in February 1913, and then the Federal Reserve was created back in, December 31st, 1913. You know, they sneaked this thing up in there, but it's not part of the Constitution. Okay, the IRS, okay, it goes against, and the Federal Reserve goes against the Constitution. But it's okay. I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, please realize that America is being destroyed. And I told you, you are living under the last president of the United States. Didn't I tell you this? Okay, the thing is that our mind have been used, a one-track mind have been used to this false reality that we've been living under, from religion to politics, thinking that your vote counts. Is all a game. It is all a lie. The foundation, when we was first created upon this planet, the foundation was a lie. We fell into a lie, and the politicians lied to you. Okay, and when we lie on a job application, we get hired. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please, it is time to wake the hell up. Okay, and go after and look for the Heavenly Family, who gave us this real 10 Commandments here. Okay, and do not be part of any religious organization, because any religion out there, it is man-made. So there you go. You see what I'm saying? You believe in made things, then you are for a sad surprise. Okay, so do not forget the links that I will share with you here. Okay, where it shows you a man. This pagan god being worshipped. What do you think is coming for America, ladies and gentlemen? See, and this is what happened when you let women, through the ideologies of feminism, and if you let them go to powerful positions, they are on a revenge. Okay, they're under. They totally change. Okay, get it right. They will totally change on you. And the ego gets much, much bigger than any man's ego. Remember, the feminism idea was conceived by Satanism. It is an agenda. The whole of humanity has become rebellious and has forgotten about its creator. That's why it teaches evolution in their school, with the money that says, "In God we trust." Well, what kind of God is this that believed in the destruction of the family? What kind of God is their God that believed in paying for infanticide? The killing of babies, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? We all gonna have to face our Creator, whether we want it or not. But first, a few things are gonna happen in the next few years, okay? And things are gonna get worse and worse. The reason a lot of things that people bring to YouTube looks like a conspiracy theory is because, ladies and gentlemen, they just talk about it. They don't connect the dot historically and biblically. This is a spiritual battle that we are fighting. Our fight is not against flesh and blood. This is a spiritual battle. And now that we are at the end of this, the devils are coming out. They don't care now. But you know what? The people, he knows that the people that have given themselves up to him and worship him, he's just going to kill them. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, please. And remember, he's not interested in the people that he's got already under his belt, which means most of the world, the whole world. In fact, remember what it says on Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12? Oh, how thou hast fallen, Lucifer, son of the morning, how you have deceived the nations. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, please, just think about what I'm talking to you about here. But they want you to believe, and this is another big lie, that America was born out of from a spiritual foundation. What kind of spiritual nation is going to kill more than 20 million Native Americans who are from the tribe of God? Because we are, ladies and gentlemen, we are God's real people, Israel. Israel is waiting for a Messiah, ladies and gentlemen. Just like the same God that is printed on the dollar. That's when you know that these people control America. The Jewish control America, ladies and gentlemen. The Jews control America because they are waiting for a Messiah, but they don't believe in Christ. And on the dollar, they said in God we trust. But then again, humanity is in a state of confusion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Okay? Weird things are happening all over the earth. There was the big destruction with the eclipse in Europe, Spain. And what did the government do? Out of the kindness of his heart, he was giving glasses to people. And there was lines upon lines, okay? From here to Timbuktu. I mean, it was like a whole community of lines. So, because they're interested in watching the eclipse. You see how easily distracted people can be? I know, because I used to sell door to door. That's when you get people. When you distract them. Okay? So please. And then, by the way, there was another young lady, I'm going to send you a link on this, that was killed. She was a sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen. A brother is going to be telling you about. My condolences to the family. But, ladies and gentlemen, see, when people start getting old, a little older, and then they start talking. And the minute they start opening up their mouth, the demons come home to roost. The demons will come for them and destroy them. Okay? Remember what it says on chapter 14, Matthew chapter 14. What does it say? Matthew. Okay? Matthew. Listen to me. This is only one verse that I'm going to read to you. It says, Matthew 24, verse 11, and verse 12. Matthew 24, verse 12. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That's not love. See, there's a difference between heavenly love, okay, earthly love, which is actually an empty emotions. And that's what leaders have done through our history, exploiting our emotions, again, through religious fervors, religions, and creating all these pandemics through our history. Not because they care, but because they want to manipulate you. They want to subdue you, to make you a slave to their coming system. Because, ladies and gentlemen, their new world order, which actually is going to be at this other, is coming. It's not a fairy tale that's going to happen, and they will be destroyed. Not by human hand, okay? But by the Redeemer, by the Creator Himself, by sending His Son, His only begotten Son, Christ, for a second time to earth and the last time. Now, you may think that's a fairy tale. Well, you know, if you think that this is a fairy tale, keep believing in your voting system. Keep believing in your religious institution. Keep on believing in your politicians. Keep believing the American dreams, which is that is why it is a lie. Why you think the rise of Satanism? Why? Because not just America, but the whole world came to believe in what? Came to believe in religious. They fell for the religious trick. Once they fell, so the devil said, oh, they fell for my trick. Okay, I'm coming with this one now. See? This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. May God bless you, and be aware. And remember, there is more. Okay? There is more. I told you this was going to be a quick video, considering that, I made like video that lasts like for more than 30 minutes or 1 hour. No, I kept this one nice and short. So this is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless.